do that. It's doing it. Okay. But yeah, I'm still um resetting and starting over. And I'm writing a little article about starting over and about
Okay.
how
That's gonna be
it's
nice.
it's important to start over.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had like I'm just and I'm not starting over like as far as like just everything, but like I've had to I think have a come to Jesus moment. Yeah,
Had
and
to
it's like
regroup. Had to regroup.
I've had to regroup. It's just it is nothing bad. It's just being um being a mother of young kids and
Mm-hmm.
trying
Mm-hmm.
to do this, do that, do this, do that before
Yeah.
like it's just I feel like sometimes I had told me and Jones like I feel like I don't know what's going on. Like, am I like what am I doing? I'm getting pulled in 10 different
The
directions.
directions. Mm-hmm.
All I feel like I am sometimes is just I can I'm a cleaner, I'm a mama, like just
Mm-hmm.
I hear my name 15,000 times
50
a day.
times.
And, it's kind of like, is that all I am right now? Like, is that it? Even though I'm trading, I'm like, it's not it. And then, like, some days I'll trade. And then other days I won't do an absolute thing because I can't focus. And then it's like, okay, now I'm trying to focus on this. I'm trying to focus on that. I'm trying to trade. I'm trying to make this money. I'm trying to do this. Do I want to do this? Like this is my every and people are like, oh yeah, you make it money. Of course you want. I was like, it is not like a that's the outside of it.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
whole I think the emotional aspect of it is just um it's hard.
Hard.
And
Have
I
you?
told somebody I'm human just like everybody
Everybody
else on
else.
the like it's and I try to tell people all the time, like is I am human. Like at one point, I was like, I still now, like sometimes, I mean, not now, like today, but like still, whenever I was still going through like the beginning of my baby being born and then it's
Mm-hmm.
like being pregnant, I still was like, even with the pandemic, I still was wanting to just like, I was like, I can't do this. Like I was like, nah, I can't do this. It's too emotional. It's too much emotion. I was just like, maybe just go
Oh
back
no
to
no
working
no no no
they
no
like
no
maybe to go back to work just a little while and
no
just I come back.
no
You know,
no.
and I was
Mm-mm.
like,
I'm not even at
it's
that point yet. You can't. I can see
and
the
I
big picture,
mean,
so you
but those
can't.
are the
Mm.
things, but
The
that's
thoughts
what
you
I'm
had.
saying. Like people like your mind will start to play with you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? When
Mm-hmm.
stuff is not going your way or and I ain't gonna say it's not going my way, but just like that's what my mind will start to do to me, right? Like it'll
Mm-hmm.
start to play this little like devil,
Yeah. Right.
the little,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it'll start to toy with me. And it's like, oh, wait, you're not really doing really well with this. You're just, it's like, but I'm still being consistent. It's just maybe not the consistency that I really, really want because I'm being pulled emotionally in different directions. And I was just telling him, I was like, I just sometimes like the other day, I was like just sitting here and I was what was I saying? I had my arms folded. I was just like this, I was just sitting back with my arms folded. I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you sitting over here with your arms folded like a little child, like you 2 years old, like you got a temper tantrum? And I was like, I'm just tired. Like I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm tired. I said, I know I got a lot to give. I said, but some days I just feel
Would-
like I want to cook, I want to clean, I want to lay in the bed and
mhm.
do like I don't even want them babies to come. Like, don't come knocking on the door. Don't do
Door,
that. Like,
nothing.
leave me in the bed the whole day. Like that's all I want to do is get up and go to the bathroom, come back. I just the whole entire day, I don't want to do nothing. But I mean, and that's not a realistic thing right
Right.
now. Like, of course
Hmm.
it could be like if they go on the weekends or something like that. But the
Right.
weekends, like that's my little free time. But I just is like
Well, okay, so your trading time, have you like
And
designated
see that my training time now it's starting to get
all
smaller
that
and
small?
the time because now my daughter she's about to be 11 months. So now she's not sleeping. She's not taking
Right.
them good naps in the day.
Naps. Right, right.
So and now she's getting into this. She's trying to walk. Um I say she's trying to walk. She's talking. So now as a hold on one second. My
Okay.
computer about to die. Yeah, I'll be mid sentence and then you be like, what happened? And it little take some. And once it died, if it stayed off too long, it takes it a while to come back.
Come back. Okay.
So now my and see now we in a debate whether she's not one yet, but she will be in May. Like so next month she'll be
Okay.
23rd. She's not off a bottom, she's not fully walking yet, but she's taking steps. So now we in the debate where it's like because I'm not just sitting at home being this lovely housewife, but just sitting at home and baking and
Right. Baking
cooking and
cookies.
children and no,
Oh.
that's not my job description. Even though it's part of my job description, it's not my job description. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
now she's getting into everything. So now she's getting to everything. So now in the morning is really my prime training time. And it's like, okay, so drop my baby off at school. She's at school at 7:30. I'm usually back home 7:45, 7:50, depending on traffic or whatever. She's up 8 o'clock. She's up. She's up 7:45. She's up 8 o'clock. She's up 8:15. She's up. So like but she's pretty. She's being entertained in the morning. So morning time, I usually try to put on. Got these ABC things. So that keeps her occupied because she'll come
Right.
back to it. She'll walk over here. She'll walk over there. Will crawl. She'll
Uh-huh.
sit there. She'll look at me. So she's pretty active in the morning. So she's
Right.
okay. Now when I'm usually about 9 o'clock because she's up at like 6:30. So she's up pretty early with us. So
Right.
when we get, she'll usually roll around about 6:45, 7 o'clock. She's like, okay, I'm ready to go. What's up? Feed
What's
her.
up? Mm-hmm.
About 9:30, she's tired. Like she want a little nap. So that is like prime for me
Right.
because she goes to take a nap. So now I know I got about 2 hours, at least a good solid hour and a half, almost 2 hours before she wakes up, before lunch. So then I got the prime time, but I'm trading. I'm looking at stuff by 8 o'clock, 8:30. She's fussing. I got to put it down. So 9, 10, 11 on my prime hours,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my prime time. Now, the only thing with the prime time is if I can't accomplish my goal within that, or if I don't have a trade that takes off, or if I don't, you know what I'm saying, or if I can't really find a good trade at that time because the market's moving slow or it's not doing something. And let's say it's 12 o'clock, or like I don't know. Like usually
Yeah.
gold, I trade that in the morning. It usually does what's supposed to do. CAD pairs, they usually do. I don't trade all the CAD, but I'm saying it just depends on which, pair because I try to pretty much trade the same thing every day,
Right.
and that's what I pretty much do.
Mm-hmm.
And some days they have a really good day, and some days they'll go up and they just consolidate and they just sit there for an hour. They sit there for 30 minutes. So I'm like just being patient to wait and see whatever.
Right.
But guess what? Now she's going to
She's
wake
up.
up and like,
Yeah.
okay, she's now so like it's lunchtime. So I gotta stop what I'm doing. I
Excuse
don't
me.
care what alert is set because if the pairs aren't doing right, so I said alert, right? Let's say because sometimes you got a pair to take off at like 12, 1, 2, just depending on what it is. And but so I have an alert set. So I try not to trade if I can't see it, if I can't actually get to the phone, like the computer,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Now she's up, gotta feed her lunch. give her, all of the stuff change or what stuff. Now I have to do my own self-care, right? So I'm
Right. Yeah.
like, working out is essential for me because it gives me a little of push. I can only do about 30 to 45 minutes. That's fine. I'll take it. I can take what I
Yeah.
get.
Mhm.
So either I could do it because she's eating, right? She's by 12 noon, she's usually eating lunch, right? So now this is prime time because I gotta go pick up my daughter at 1:30 because they don't do a full
Yeah.
day because of
Right.
COVID.
Good
They
gracious,
have to
girl.
pick up at 1:30. So now I got an hour and a half. What? Excuse me, really an hour because I got to be in line by 1:15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now I got an hour to figure out, do I want to sit on this computer and see if anything's taken off? If I haven't accomplished my goal, if I haven't done it, if I have, I'll exercise like 30, 45 minutes because I use a app and they do really good home workouts. I got weights here. I do the whole 9 yards. She's doing stuff, but then when I leave there, go pick her up from school, come back. We got homework to do. Marcus starts slowing down. So then, and then she lays back down for maybe another nap, like an hour, right? Like another nap. And then when she lays back down, she make it up. Then now she's ready to go play. She's ready to act
Yeah.
right. So I
Yeah.
can't. Like it's 4 o'clock,
Right.
5 o'clock. Mark it. Then you gotta wait after 5. Then you gotta feed them. So really, they go to bed at 8 o'clock, 8:30. They both try to be in the bed. Um, I'll look.
But
That's when I use.
by that time, well, or at least on what you Sundays and Thursdays, you talking to us. Good gracious, girl.
But I mean, and I mean, that's that's okay. Like
Yeah.
those Sunday Thursdays is fine because those are usually my prime train days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Anyway, like those are the good train days. But I can catch a move on a Friday morning or Monday or whatever. So it's like, yeah, my schedule has very definitely changed.
Yeah.
And it's like the working out. Now I've had to switch from the afternoon to 5 in the morning because I gotta figure out where to get it in. So if I could just do it like if I can get up at like 5, because I get up at 5, I get up at 5, everybody's asleep. I can work out for about 40 minutes. Then I don't have to worry about it at 12 or 1 o'clock. But guess what? By 3 o'clock, I'm so tired. I was sleepy. I'm tired because I done been up running behind this 11-month-old.
I told you.
So,
Okay, you gotta get some of that stuff I told you to get.
I do. So I got some of it. And I got they only had the pineapple kind, which is pretty
Not
good. I
bad.
like
Okay. Okay.
I wanted Amazon, they had the fruit punch kind, so I want to try that next. But I like it.
Did you?
It
Okay.
definitely works.
Yeah. It works.
I can
Yeah.
definitely I can I usually I'll take it in the afternoon. Like if I work out in the afternoon, I'll take it. I can tell when I'm because
About
Tuesdays and
to.
Thursdays I have to drop off. I have to do dance with my daughter. She does it Tuesday and Thursday, and around 5, 6 o'clock, that's when it sleeps trying to hit me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just to I'll just go ahead and take on Tuesday and Thursday. I make sure I take it on those days, and I wakes me up. The other days I take it like right after I work out, and I can
Yeah.
just tell.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Yeah.
tell. I can tell the difference, and it'll go for. I can just tell like I'm sleepy, and then I can just tell the tiredness is
No.
weaning off.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't make me
Yeah.
like a
Crazy. Right. Right.
make
Right.
me like a Red Bull type up.
Yeah. All
Definitely,
wired up. Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. The sleepiness goes away. Definitely, I'll say
And
that.
then there's no crash when you come down. There's no
Mm-mm.
crash.
I don't feel a crash. Not in the evening.
How much are you
There's no.
using?
I just do 2 scoops. Like one time I did 3.
You
It's
felt the
like two
difference, didn't
scoops.
you?
It said 2 scoops on there,
Uh
and I
huh.
was like, because I was really tired that day.
Uh-huh.
Because I had been up. I was up in a London session. I
Okay.
was up there.
Yeah. You're tired.
I had went to sleep at like 3:30 and woke up at like 5. So I only had got like 2 hours of sleep. Like maybe 2.5, 3. So I was like, maybe let me try 3 scoops and see what this works. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to my 2 because I was like, I
Clean it
was
up
putting,
for that.
yeah, I mean, it definitely works.
Yeah.
Definitely works. I
Mm-hmm.
like it.
Yeah.
I definitely like it. Yeah, I wanted to. I can't drink it all day because I feel like, is it?
Okay. 1945. That is like, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 7.
In the
No,
morning.
it's not. Yeah, 7 in the morning.
Okay, I'm close. So this made this move during a London session. So GCAD, this move that it made, that was during the London session. All of this, and then at 7 a.m., it had came to a point of like, oh, I'm done. Then now we back at consolidation. So even if once it came here, and if you scroll back out, you would have saw that this is a busy. See how it touched this area. You wouldn't have gotten back in anyway because now you need to break this area in order for to take a buy. And I don't know what the scanner was calling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm sure the scanner probably was calling for a sale or whatever. So now you just missed that move. So you ain't gonna take no sale, but you was like, okay, now in order for it to, because my blue is still over my red. So in order for me to really take this for a sale, I gotta have some more peace. And my RSI hadn't even got below the 50 yet. It's still sitting on this 60. So I know that my RSI still sitting on here. It's it ain't doing nothing. So now, bam, 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 we consolidate. Just doing it. It's, you see how when it constantly keep touching that purple line, that purple resistance, like it's not doing anything. Then it made this faked you out. Oh, it made a cross. It's below the 50, but it ain't below my 40 yet. Like it hadn't got below my 40 yet. Like it came down here just to peek through there to do back what? Like you wouldn't even got niggas like, yeah, I got a cross, but I still need my piece. I still need my team.
Yeah, you got nothing.
And guess got nothing. And guess what it did? It said, "Oop, up, no, up, no." Now, once it came back here, we got a cross again. Now we up. Now we up to. Now we have broken through this purple line. So now I peeked through there, I broke through it. I got 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle. I got peace. I got all this, but the time of the day is what? 18:15. So that's 2 o'clock. That's about 2:15 in the afternoon, right? On a Friday.
18:15.
Yeah.
That's a 6. That's 660. Look, unless I'm reading this wrong, I want you to look at this. Can you see it? Can you see it?
So 18:15. That's 3 o'clock. Is that 3 o'clock? 18.
Put your glasses on.
So that's gotta be. Okay, so that's 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's 6.
So this what it did. Okay, 6 a.m. So once it came up here, it's 6 a.m. on a Friday because the 11th was Friday, right?
Yeah.
11 was Friday, so 6 a.m. Friday. It had once again it's GK. So guess what it's gonna do? It's sitting here, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4. It didn't do nothing because it's Friday. So the money, this 1, 2, 3 candle, it broke through there, but you needed a little bit more than it. So you wouldn't like, oh man, I'm not gonna worry about this trade. It's Friday morning. I'm done. It ain't gonna do anything. Then okay, the market closed. So typically Fridays you gotta really. I tell people if the money is not showing you anything before like 10, I don't take any trade after 10 o'clock on a Friday because it starts slowing down about 11 o'clock. In my personal opinion.
But that's like, what I found out this Friday because he had put something in the. It said I looked at the pairs that you all gave the night before, and It was GBP. No, it wasn't GCAD. It was.
I did GCAD. This is
Oh, this is it. Okay. Okay.
I did GCAD, and what GCAD did, GCAD was calling for a sale, right?
And I was, and it sold like 3 in the morning.
It did. It sold.
The drop. Yes.
It made a nice drop, but then it came to our TP1, which was 60, which was like 30 something, 40 something pips. I can't remember, but it made a drop to that area. As soon as it came here, it went back up. Matter of fact, hold on. There was GK, but it was trade of that at the right lot size. If you let's say you're trying to get 3010, you could have did 250-cent lot, $5 like you could have got, and that'd have been 20 something. That'd have been because really if I do 50 cent and I get the $5, that's 10 pips. Like that's just 10. You know, that's just 10 pips. So like I could have got 15. I could have got my 30 pips, and I would have been able to I would achieve my goal with just those two.
I'm sorry. So to do that, so I put it in the MT4 and I watched the dollar amount go up to what? Up to 10 or up to 5?
No. Well, if you add, this is what you're doing. Okay, you put 0.01 in your demo B. Once it would have gotten up, because this is a 100-some pip move. You don't know that at the time. Yeah. You're just trying to feel like, okay, I can catch it. Once it goes up to about, this is what I tell people that's getting for. Once it gets to like $2.50, like now you up 25 pips. Like now you up, you want to be at least 20 pips up before you unless you really see a move, because once because think about it. If I got a team that's going in that direction, that's 3 candles. So that's 45 minutes that didn't pass, right? So 45 minutes and pass, and then it's got to come back and retest depending on what's going on. So this, where is it? Where did it drop it?
Right there.
Where? Did I miss it?
I'll keep going right there.
This the drop right here? No.
Yeah. No, that ain't it.
Is it? You know what? I'm on an hour. That's why. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, nah. Okay, here you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is.
So you would have seen. Okay. See how I just kind of set up here. Then you got 1 candle, 2 candle. You got this 3rd candle. But remember, you already got this marked up. Like, you already got these areas marked up. So once you got your 3rd candle, once you had, let's see, let me zoom on in here. So of course you're not gonna get automatically in there.
Right.
That's 27 pips. So if you would have put this in your demo B, right here at the top, like, okay, it's calling for a sale, demo B, you would have been up $2.50 right here. Once you got to your first support, right? So we already know, in order for me, like, okay, but once you see this candle breaking through there and it's not retesting, look at it. I don't know what my EMAs are. Let me put them on. Okay. Let me put them on here, because it definitely got to make more sense. I don't like going like this, so you can see what I'm saying. I guarantee you. 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, close the door. 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, don't be late. 9, 10, just do it again. My daughter's trying to come to me with all these different little nursery rhymes and these little things we used to play, Miss Mary Mack and all that. She's like,
yeah.
Do I know about
the Mac, right?
Girl, you don't even go outside. I know about Miss Mary.
I was gonna ask you, does she know how to jump double dutch?
I don't even know how to do double Dutch, so I can't.
I wasn't that great at it either.
Look, I can do single. You can jump rope all day, but I can't get in there. I ain't that skilled yet. I'm not that skilled. So yeah. So let's look at what we got. So you got a cross right here. So once I had this cross, then I got 1, 2, 3. I got peace.
Right.
So I got all the peace in the world. Even though I got these areas, I got this peace. This is coming down. Like where my cross at? Now I'm not below the 40 just yet, but I'm almost there with this Mars. So once I would have seen this right here, this move, I was like, okay, now I got this area. But one thing I gotta understand is it gotta come through this. So once it came through there and I saw that candle, you turn on the Hakanashi, look at it.
Yeah, I like looking at those. Yeah.
You can't don't trade too much off of them, but I definitely look at them.
Well, yeah, I look at them. Yeah.
What was that? Was that right here? Is it this one?
Where you?
I think so. I don't think it was there, but I think this. Was it this? No, that wasn't it. All the way here. 34 pips. Okay. You don't need all 34, but
yeah, 34, yeah.
If you was trying to kick, because this the thing, it's like, when do you get in? How do I know to get in? I like the flat tops, but I definitely
trade off of the regular candle.
I have to, because I have got knocked out. I just look at the that ain't it. I keep going to that same area.
It was like at 2:45, 3 o'clock, something like that.
But this is even if you, this I'm saying, even if you would have, like, you could have caught this move from here to here, because you would have put the zone in between zone. Like, you could have caught that move because you had it broke through there. It broke through there. And what you didn't know, like, you didn't know, and then you got below your 40. Like, you would have had, this is peace.
Right.
This is, your candles are sitting below, but you do know there has to be a retest. It gotta come. Like, okay, it broke through one area. Now I got another area coming through. Like, it's broke through this area. I'm knowing in my head it's got to retest somewhere, and that's what it did. It just broke through one support, two support to retest it. If you would have waited, I'm gonna wait and see what it's gonna do. Like, you could have missed 40 pips, right? You missed 40 pips, and I said, man, look, to catch another 48 pips. So you missed 48, you missed 40 pips, and you caught 48. You caught 48 more.
So, as long as I remember, okay, so I let that one ride. Just know it's going to retest, and then I'll catch the next one.
And if and that's the thing, if it doesn't, this was a very good move. Man, let's say you don't know about all this, like, and you put a trend line on there. All you gotta do is put your trend line. That's what you gotta, because you at the top right here. Like, this was your high point. But you're gonna come here. Put your trend line here. Once it came here, and you see that this did not break this trend, it didn't break it. It didn't start to continue up. That's how you know, like, oh man, it didn't break this. Man, hold on, bro. Like, let me go back in time and see where my next area is. Oh man, look. It came here. I think I'm not sure that's where. Yeah. It came to this area, man. Let me mark this up. Cause look, I got the next area. This is my next support. This is my next support. And what it did was it came back up here. All it did, it came up here just to retest the same place. How to make consistent profits. So the thing that we have to understand is, I don't care if I do $5 a day, if I do $50 a day, if I do $500 a day. In order to get to $500 a day into $1,000 a day, you have to be consistent with your trading. You have to change your mindset. You have to have a schedule. You have to understand what pair that you're trading. You have to know the time that you're trading. And you have to understand how the market is moving, right? So you don't want to trade multiple pairs. You want to focus on certain pairs that you want to trade consistently. How do you do that? You trade everything right now. That's why you demo. You try to figure out, okay, what do I like? What do I don't like? What time of day am I able to trade? What time of night am I able to trade? How long am I able to trade? When I'm looking at my schedule, what am I able to do? So I'm just telling you from my personal experience, the peak hours to trade, the peak hours to trade is New York session, right? That is the second largest trading, right? You have the London session, which is traded between the hours of 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. I mean, it starts 2 a.m. and 11 a.m., right? Okay, so it's going off from 2 a.m. in the morning all the way until almost lunchtime. And then you have New York, which starts at 7 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m. So you have two sessions that are they have a lot of liquid in those sessions, but they don't move consistently through the whole time. So you're only moving at certain times of those sessions. So once the market opens, it has to correct itself. It has to figure out what it wants to do. So you're going to see spikes and you're going to see peaks, but that does not mean hop into the trade because you see a buy candle or you see a sell candle. That means let the trade formulate a trend. Let the trade figure out what it's going to actually do. All right. So that's what you have to understand. So the Tokyo session and the Sydney session, we've talked about this. It may not move every day, but there are times where you're going to have pairs that can give you out 30, 40, 50 pips. Last night on Sunday, RJPY, as soon as the market opened, I didn't even see this. It gave out 50 pips on a Sunday night, right? But if you're not expecting it, of course, I didn't know it was going to happen. I saw it after it happened, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't even trade RJPY. But if a person is wanting to look at that pair, when the market is open, it opens at 4 p.m. You can say, hey, let me just go and see what's going on. Typically, the market doesn't move like that on a Sunday, but yesterday it moved crazy. Like it gave out pips on yesterday. So you have to just figure out what's best for you, how you trade, and what time you can trade, or just those hours that you can trade. So we talked about pending orders. Pending orders, we took two pending orders. One of them went the opposite direction. One of them actually hit and activated the price, but it reversed. Okay, another one didn't even I don't think it even activate. I think it's still, I closed it out, but I don't know if anybody else closed it out. I don't even think it activated, right? So that's the thing about pending orders is that you have to use a low lot size, and it's kind of like an alert for you. So when you're trading consistently, you're getting consistent profits. You would rather get a consistent amount of money over a period of time than one big lump sum, right? I know I would. That's just me personally. I would rather get consistent day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, instead of somebody saying, here you go. This is it. This is all you get, right? You get this big old, because some days you can have days where you trade, you can make $200-$300. Then you have days where you only make 50. But the mindset got to change, because you got to be okay with that $50, right? You got to be okay with that $100. You got to be okay with the market not doing absolutely nothing. You got to be okay with your pair consolidating for 3 days, right? So the only way that you can be okay with it is if you have to change the way you think about it. Okay. So when we are dipping into a new world, which is this is where we're in a Forex world. Everybody wants to do this, but nobody really understands how to do it. And everybody wants to create millionaires and make money. But the thing is, the consistency will make you wealthy. Multiple streams of income will make you a millionaire, right? This is only one stream of income, guys. This is only one stream of income. You have to, once you get your door open to one stream of income, then you can go into other things and say, hey, I'm gonna invest my money in this. I'm gonna invest my money in crypto. I'm gonna invest my money in some real estate. I'm gonna invest my money in this. I'm gonna try to start this business. That is how you create wealth, and that's how you create generational wealth, and that is how you create a millionaire, becoming a millionaire. Multiple streams of income, right? So this is just opening the door for you to be able to become that. This is the starting point of that. Because a lot of people, we have jobs, right? We have one job. And so what we're doing is we're working while we're trying to make this work. So once this works, like, okay, I can make $5,000 to $6,000 a month on this. That could cover somebody's job, right? They could say, man, look, if I make $8,000 a month, or if I make $5,000 a month, or the typical average between $25,000 and $4,000, like let's say $4,000 a month, right? So if I make $4,000 a month, and I can actually, with this, I can make about 7,000 to 8,000 consistently. I don't need that job, but I'ma still work until I get to a point where I got enough money that I can actually call in well. And then once I do that, then I can start dipping into, oh, I can invest in this one, or I can do that. That's how you're going to create that wealth, because while you're trading, you're still learning, you're still doing other stuff before.